There it goes.
And then wave.
These are my people. And these are my 2 note cards. Ready?
Ready.
Okay. I'm Michael Irey, and this is my informational speech about the daily life of a police officer. Whether you like us or not, we're people too. Police officers, I mean. We have families, but we've chosen this career path that gives us authority over, or authority to ensure communities and the people in those communities and their property is safe. The daily life of a police officer includes stringent preparation, protection of people and property, and it must be accomplished with a survival instinct. I want you to understand that police officers, me, have to do that every day. Survive. Adequate preparation includes being ready mentally, physically, and training for intense situations such as calls that involve life or death calls, decisions. Mental health is a big part of preparation for police officers, and many people do that in different ways. Some people lean on their faith, they meditate or pray. Some people listen to music, some people hang out with their families. I think it's important to have friends outside of law enforcement, so that way you're not bringing your work home every day, and it's kind of a way to shut off and prepare yourself for the next shift. Most of my information I received from my personal experience as a police officer, and also an interview with some co-workers of mine, specifically one. Preparation also includes physical preparation for the job. It includes exercise. Obviously, we all have to be in shape. We all have to be willing to jump out of our cars and run after people. Maybe punch them in the face or whatever. Number 2 is our appearance. Appearance is a big part of the preparation process because our uniform is more than just a uniform. It's also, it can be considered a use of force. So whenever we show up at places and we have that uniform and we're out there for people to see, they know that it's serious. Our equipment, such as the vest that we wear, ballistic vest, our gun, obviously. Some of us carry a taser, our car, the computer in our car, and even at the beginning of every shift we sit down and we do an informational briefing for other officers who may be going off duty, and officers that are coming on. They're able to exchange information and everybody's prepared for the day. Training for the police officer is continuous. It comes in 2 different ways. We train in the classroom, and then we train also physically. Classroom allows us to learn the laws and the statutes of the ordinances that we enforce. Physical training, such as the range or combat training or first aid, CPR, are some examples of that. Training and preparation is important, but understanding the work is too. Doing the work of a police officer involves citizens' calls for service and self-initiated activity. I got the information from the Police Officer Initiative about calls for service, and the definition of that is when a citizen calls for police assistance, that's a call for service. They usually come in different varieties, such as accidents, vehicle or workplace accidents, fights like domestics or just bar fights, something like that. Complaints of citizens' calls for service are shoplifting, trespassings, check well-beings, stuff like that. In some extreme circumstances, they're like the school shootings and stuff like that. Portland, Oregon government page about police officers' self-initiated activity says that self-initiated calls are scheduled or anything that an officer does that he initiates himself. Those include traffic stops for speed or equipment enforcement, suspicious persons, and security patrols like neighborhood watches or open business checks That's where we go to the bathroom or get snacks. Report writing for police officers is also important because it documents the details of the incident that we're reporting or investigating, and it also allows us to prepare for courtroom evidence and testimony. With the Criminal Justice Guide to Report Writing, it says that we document everything, such as the details of the crime or testimony for court and courtroom preparation, basically. Doing the work is the focus, but coming home is the ultimate goal at the end of the shift. Crucial qualities allows us to ensure we go home at the end of the day. Problem-solving skills, communication, and compassion and respect for the people that we deal with every day. And then Jody Casper, in her book How Officers Die, says that officer safety is, she says that officers are more likely to die in the line of duty as opposed to an accident. Officer safety is promoted, but it can't be taught, and it's essential for survival. There's 3 ways that we do that. 4 ways that we do that. Emotionally, we keep our emotions in check when we deal with people. We always have to remember that we're a target. We stay vigilant, and we take our training seriously. In conclusion, police officers must be prepared mentally and physically to answer the call for service. You guys as citizens, whether you like us or not, demand protection for your families and property. Police officers have to be ready to answer that call every day. And the ultimate goal for everybody is to go home at the end of the day. So that concludes my speech on the daily life of a police officer.